Thank you.
Yeah, I'll pass it around. Yeah, just pass it.
Sit down here if anyone wants to sit. I think there's one over there as well if anyone wants to sit down.
Where's the chair?
Sorry.
Is everybody okay?
Yes.
Everyone have a drink? I know it's quite warm in here because there's a lot of people. Well, welcome to Metrocentre, everyone. My name's Jo. This is my colleague Jill. We both work in customer services. Fred was going to come and be with us today. He's the manager, one of the managers in today. He's been called away on some very pressing, urgent business. So hopefully he might be able to come back and talk to you. But in the meantime, you'll just have to make do with me and Jill. I understand you would like to know the history of the Metrocentre. Is that right? Yes?
Yeah.
Right. Well, the Metrocentre in 1980, that's what it looked like. It was just waste ground. It wasn't used for anything. Okay? It was just green field waste. Okay? Yes, this was before the Metrocentre was here. It was actually a waste ground, and it was just used to dump ash. Ah, Fred, hello.
Hello. Do you want me to?
Have you come to take over if you wish? Yes.
I can help you on a few things.
Or have you?
I've still got a situation going on at the moment, so excuse me. I've got my mobile turned on.
Right.
I can't assist her.
Do you want to do the technical bit and I can do the nice bits, the shopping bits?
I shall if you want, yes. Hello everybody, I'm Fred Sillett. I'm the Technical Services Manager for the Shopping Centre. I've worked here for some 27 years now, since it was built. From the very beginning we had a gentleman called John Hall who had an idea about building an out-of-town shopping centre for to bring everything under one roof so you wouldn't have public walking around in the rain and the cold and the winter. They spotted some land which was here, which was an old derelict power station, and the whole area was a fly ash tip. All of the remnants from the power station were just left here. It was a bit of a muddy area. They decided to redevelop it with Gateshead Council permission, and the Church Commissioners of England were funding the development works. The fly ash tip was here in 1981. Sir John Hall, if you follow the timeline on the wall, that gives you the history of the shopping centre. In 1979 he had the idea of building the shopping centre. From then on, the land was developed, and phase one, which was what we term now as the Red Mall, was built in 1986, and that's when I started working here. The progress, the the Green Mall after that, which was just at the end of 1986, that was opened. The centre started growing a bit more. We got the Blue Mall in 1987, and you can see the various photographs of what was developed. The Yellow Mall came slightly after that. We had the Fun Fair built. The malls themselves were, as you can see, full of plants, trees. It was a pretty nice development for that era. We had a little bit of a change in the area of the Red Mall. We used to have Carrefour, which was a large shopping food outlet, and they were struggling with the car parking area, so they decided they wanted to move out, so we redeveloped the Red Mall after that, which you can see. The Red Mall was started to get built in 2000, and 2004 it was finished. From then on, the centre started to improve with the more modern style, and they decided from the Red Mall they would also build a new transport interchange to improve transport links to the shopping centre. And from then on, in 2009, they decided to refurbish the Yellow Mall area, and they formed the Cube, which was the cinema, restaurant area, an IMAX theatre, and started to change the format of the shopping centre from being clothes outlets to more of a nighttime experience for the public, so that we've got a wider range of restaurants and entertainment. At present, we are looking to refurbish the general mall areas. So we've got a project going on called Platinum Mall. We've just started that this year. We've got a mock-up out in the mall area. If you walk directly straight from the shopping centre entrance, the mock-up's there. We've finished that. We'll be finishing the mock-up in the back end of this month, with a view to rolling that design right through the shopping centre within the next 5 to 6 years. So the centre's constantly evolving, changing, and improving the public's perception of an entertainment site as well as a shopping area. The centre has also purchased some land to the east of the shopping centre, and that used to be a brewery site. That's it's just been demolished now. We're looking for investors to start developing a sports complex, which is going to have ski slopes, climbing walls and stuff like that. So the shopping centre is developing more towards providing an experience for the public when they come, rather than just a shopping venue. Because of the financial state of shopping throughout the country, there's a lot of situations where if you don't keep up with trying to provide an experience to the public, you start losing the benefits, and a lot of shops have struggled with that metamorphosis and changing for the future, to make sure that the business survives. Metrocentre is about to go through, or is going through, a rebrand at the moment as well, with regards to signage and public perception, how they perceive the staff. We've just rolled out a new uniform policy throughout the whole group. Metrocentre is part of a group of shopping centres right across the country who provide a retail experience for the public. And that particular investment is around about £25 million they're spending on transforming the centre and the business into a new brand called Into. And you'll see in the near future we are about to change all the signage throughout the shopping centres to a new brand, Into Metrocentre, and all the other shopping centres that the company owns are going through the same rebranding process. The shopping malls, if you opened out the shopping centre in a straight line, all of the shops side by side, you would have approximately 3.5 miles of shop front. So it's quite a big area to look after and maintain. There are 340 shops within the centre, and we have 2.6 million people who are within a 70-minute drive of the shopping centre. So we've got a very good catchment of public that use the shopping centre on a regular basis, and the average dwell time is 129 minutes for the average person to shop in the shopping centre before they leave. We have 9,250 parking spaces within the shopping centre, and they're all free, so we tend to get the benefit of being different from the city centres. The city centres where people go to shop, you've got an added amount to pay for your parking, which adds to the expense of the day, so we have that benefit here. We have about 8 million cars come through our car parks in a year, and the footfall, we have 23 million shoppers in a year come through the shopping centre. So that's quite a phenomenal amount of people to deal with and enjoy the experience of being within the shopping centre. The rental income for the shopping centre is £50 million a year, and out of that £50 million we have a service charge that pays for all of the maintenance, all of the cleaning, all of the refurbishment of the shopping centre as we go on, and that's £14 million per annum for that. Do you want to carry on there?
Yeah,
with the football?
Yeah.
My voice is starting to break down.
He's starting to, you made him lose his voice.
So before you move on, can I just ask a quick question?
Yes, yes.
You know, you're saying you're moving into new branding, the Into.
Yes.
What does that mean in terms of the customers? What does it mean for customers?
What we're trying to do with the branding and the customer experience, the shopping centre in its development, we're putting Wi-Fi throughout the shopping centre. If you look at the customer experience, they come into the shopping centre and they view products from the point of view of buying, and they may go onto the internet and look for a cheaper product on the internet. And what we're trying to do is to break down that barrier and to bring the internet to the public experience within the shopping centre. So there's various innovations within that. So people can come into the shopping centre, they can use their iPhones, they can use tablets or whatever, they can search the internet, find a product that they would like. They can then go into the shops, they can view what product that they're going to buy, so they've got the price, they've got the decent product within the shop. We're also doing a new promotion coming up, which is click and collect, so they can order and they can have the product delivered here and collect it from the shopping centre. So we're trying to take the shopping centre as well out into that market of internet and try and combine the two to improve the shopper's experience within the shopping centre.
Okay.
Number one new brand about world-class service, really
Yes.
getting that level of customer service right up to world-class level, so that was a good thing.
I was wondering why you didn't have Wi-Fi already, but you answered my question, so we're coming soon.
I think another part of the reason was capital shopping centres own about 14 shopping centres around the country. People didn't realise they were capital shopping centres. But now they all have the Into brand. It'll be clear which shopping centres are all part of the same portfolio. Say for Eldon Square is also an Into shopping centre as well. So, and if you buy your gift card from Metrocentre, you can use it in Eldon Square. And if you buy one from Eldon Square, you can use it in Metrocentre as well. So it's just a lot more versatile for customers as well, knowing where they can spend their hard-earned money.
Thank you.
We have a lot of facts and figures about who shops at Metrocentre, and 70% of our customers are female. Now, isn't that a surprise? I bet you didn't realise that at all, did you?
But highlighting that, I think today we had more boys coming back with
Probably,
bags.
yeah. Which generally it tends to be more females than males. Actually, 70% of our shoppers tend to be female. And the most popular age group, the highest percentage is the age 25 to 44. So that's quite interesting. So we get this regularly to show us who our customers are, how old they are, and it sort of helps us as well when we're getting new shops coming in, knowing, you know, what age range they're going to appeal to. So, and because we get so many shoppers here, and because of the size, we are actually Europe's largest shopping and leisure centre. So there's nowhere in Europe that's actually bigger than Metrocentre, which you probably realised when you were walking around. It's a very, very large centre of
because it was once Europe's largest and it lost that, didn't it, for a while?
It did,
so it's
yes.
back there again.
It is, yes. I think Blue Water and Kent took over from us for
Yes.
a short while.
And we spent, or the company spent £78 million on expanding the Red Mile, which took us back into that.
Yeah.
Is that important being number one? Have that we're number one in Europe? Was the money? Well, I'll say it was the money spent because
no,
they wanted to be
I
number one.
think the money was spent basically to improve the shopping centre and the experience for the shopper. But it does give you a little bit of an edge in any advertising and that side of it as well for the benefit of the company.
Yeah.
And as you can imagine, the rebranding, it's a mammoth task. It's huge, and all of our literature's had to be changed, as well as our nice new smart uniforms with the little Into logo on. All of our uniforms now also branded. Everything has had to be changed. Our magazines, our maps, which we've given everyone, also has our new logo on. Travel guide, which might be useful to a few people as well. We have a magazine that we bring out twice a year, once at summer and once at Christmas. And a lot of work and effort goes into making the magazine. It's delivered to about 40,000. There's about 40,000 houses in the area. You can pick one up whenever you're in the Metrocentre. It just showcases a lot of things that are going on in the centre, a lot of the new fashions. There's a lot of money off vouchers for our shoppers as well that they can take advantage of. Quite often there's things for the children as well. You can go down to have a free go into soft play or go bowling with the families. So, you know, it's a mammoth task when it comes to rebranding. Like I say, we are all now we all match our new branding now. We're all in black and orange, which is very smart. Yes, sorry, there's 400,000 copies of our magazine get dropped, so that's quite a large area of people who it goes all the way down to Teesside. up to Carlisle and more or less up to the borders in Scotland. So we have a lot of shoppers that come down from over the border as well. It's very popular with visitors from Scotland. All of the stores are invited to take part and supply products for our photo shoots. And it's particularly good for the smaller independent retailers who sometimes need a little bit of help. It's all free. Nobody has to pay for it. None of the retailers have to pay to be in the magazine either. It's all completely free of charge. Quite often we have, a few times a year, we have fashion shows as well in the Metrocentre. It's a very, very popular event. It brings in a lot of customers. It's very popular with the retailers as well. It gives them a chance to showcase their new fashions. This year, myself and Jill were lucky enough to be involved in the fashion show as well, which was really good. We got to wear some lovely clothes. Unfortunately, we couldn't keep them. I had to give them back. But, and it was also done in conjunction with Hello Magazine as well. So that was a nice coup for the centre. We also have our own children's metronomes. I don't know if anybody's seen the metronomes before. There's a picture over there on the wall. We have Herbert over there. Do we have any over here? No? We have our pantomimes 4 times a year, free pantomimes for the children. And we have 4 metronomes, who are Herbert, Sherbet, Maggot and Rusty, who are very, very popular with the children and the families. It's a great performance, the kids really enjoy it. Again, it's free. The metronomes have been here now for 16 years. That's a picture of all 4 of them up there. They're all done by professional actors as well, so it's all a very professional performance. They're on during them there, and they're all, they're all in uniform. They're all big. During the 6 weeks holidays when all of the children are on school, they're usually on for 4 weeks. So that's very, very popular, as you can imagine, for all of the children to come in and watch. And it brings a lot of people into the centre as well. Social networking is also a big part of any shopping centre now. And very popular on Facebook. We have at present 43,900 followers, which is obviously going up all of the time. Twitter, we've recently joined Twitter, so we have about 9,000 followers on Twitter. And we also have a download you can buy in the iTunes for your iPhones, for your Android phones, and it'll give you a map of the Metrocentre. So instead, if you don't want to use paper map, you can use the map on your phone, and it'll guide you all the way around the Metrocentre. So I think there's been about 45,000 of those downloaded. The website is becoming very, very popular. The monthly usage is about 120,000 people visit our website every month, which will increase. It'll increase even more now. Click and collect is coming in, where people can just, as Fred was saying, just go onto the website, purchase things, and then come into the centre and collect them. So that'll become very, very popular as well. It's a very good promotional tool as well. And, so many people nowadays, want to be on the laptop, they want an app on the phone, want to be on Facebook or Twitter. So I think it's the digital age, isn't it? You have to be on Facebook, or you have to be on Twitter. So that's very popular. We also have our own style team. They are 2 ex-models who were quite heavily involved in the fashion industry, and they now provide a service to customers. So if you go on a special occasion, if you're having a wedding or your prom, or you want to wear something nice for a special occasion, you can go and see Gail and Belinda. They'll go around the shops with you, and they'll find something fabulous for you to wear. It's for men as well as ladies. It's not just for the ladies. And it's also good for the retailers, because it helps them to promote their new fashions up and coming as well. So I think that's quite unique in a lot of shopping centres. Not most shopping centres don't have their own style team. you know, shops do, places like Debenhams and House of Fraser, you can go in and be styled. It's quite unique for a shopping centre to have their own style team as well. So bear that in mind if you're going anywhere special. Christmas, I know it seems a long time away, but you'd be surprised at how quickly it comes around. And we have a competition in our magazine at the moment for Christmas decorations. We change our scheme every 3 years. So our scheme is due to be changed this year. And the decorations are very important. A lot of people come from a long way just to see our Christmas decorations, because it's a big centre to decorate. We have an enormous Christmas tree, which is, goodness, how big? 14 metres, that's a big Christmas tree. It takes a lot of decoration, a lot. So the theme for this year is still under review. And we have 3 giant reindeers now, isn't it? How big is Glitzen?
I think it's 11 metres.
11 metres, we have an 11 metre reindeer. Yeah, it's really big. So it's always worth coming in at Christmas and having a look at the decorations. But like I say, there's a competition in there as well. So if anybody wants to enter the competition to decide what our Christmas decorations will be, please feel free to do so. And I think that's it for the moment. If anyone has any questions, I'm sure myself and Fred would be quite happy to answer any. If they're technical, I'll pass you on to Fred. If they're about the shops, ask me.
How do you book the styling crew thing?
It's very easy. Go through the website, I will give you the telephone number. They're really nice, actually.
Do they spend the day with you, or you just...
It's usually a few hours.
Usually
they'll meet you and find out what the occasion is, you know, what you feel comfortable wearing. Then they'll know where to take you and help you find the perfect outfit.
Do they do only for occasions, or if you want to just
go
and get some
for
styling?
anything. Yeah, if you want any styling tips, yeah, go and see Gail and Belinda, and they'll be more than happy to help you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Any more questions?
No.
Anything that you've seen in the shops and you want to ask about?
Pass it on.
Excuse me, which is the biggest shop in this mall, and what is the account for this shop?
What's the biggest shop? I think there's probably 2 that would be on par. One's Marks and Spencer's, and the other one's the Debenhams. Debenhams have probably got more floor space because it's over more levels, but they're the 2 largest anchor shops we have within the shopping centre.
Thank you.
Any more questions?
Has anyone ever calculated the revenue from the centre for the shops rather than just the regular company itself?
I think that's a difficult one, in as much as a lot of retailers don't want to divulge at times their take, but from the point of view of the shopping centre, I think we are either slightly 2% or 3% above average year on year with regards to profit for the business. We tend to buck the trend a little bit with regards to the high street. The high street tends to be lagging behind their previous year take. When you look at Christmas this year, I think we were 1 or 2% above the previous year.
Yeah.
Are they have Chinese employees working in the Metrocentre?
Yes, we have a couple of restaurants within the shopping centre, and we also have Chinese employees in various of the larger retailers as well. So yeah, we've got a good spread of ethnic people right across the shopping centre. I'm trying to think of how many the centre employs in excess of 2,000 people, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So from that point of view, it is quite a large employer.
You know the sports centre you were talking about, the leisure centre.
Yes.
When do you think that will start?
We've just demolished the what used to be the Federation Brewery. That's just been, the land's just been handed back to us from the company that was doing that work. And the centre at the moment are positively looking towards the large sporting companies. They're going to build, like, it's, I think it's termed in Manchester as Scape, where they have proper ski slopes and stuff like that. So we're probably looking to be starting to build within the next year or two, and probably finished within the next 3 or 4 years. The centre is looking to expand more than that in connection with Gateshead Council as well. So there are other plans that are on the drawing board but haven't been divulged yet about what's going to be coming forward, but the Metrocentre intends to progress.
So I've got one question. The Metroland,
Yeah.
I wasn't here when it was, I was working abroad, but why, so I didn't hear why it closed, why was...
Metroland basically was probably what you would term as a lost leader for the shopping centre. It was built originally for an entertainment experience for families. And the idea of Metroland was that children could come in, they could go to the Metroland and have a day out where the parents were shopping, that kind of thing. To give the parents a little bit space for to do what they wanted. And it was never built as a profit-making business because of the overheads, the machines that had to be used, and you know, the usage it got. It broke even basically as a business. And from the point of view of taking it forward, it got a little bit dated with regards to what the public wanted as an experience. So the centre decided that they would expand the shopping centre with regards to the public experience. And Odeon were wanting to build a new, larger cinema at the time, including IMAX. So it made good business for the company to go down that road.
I think that's interesting to know why did, not why, when you did, you chose this place, why you chose this place exactly, and how much to cost to build this building?
That's a difficult one. The land itself was I believe, £100,000 to purchase, which at the time was not inexpensive. For the size of the plot of land wasn't expensive. And it was because it was being regenerated land that it gave a financial benefit.
I think out-of-town shopping was becoming...
It had just started.
It had just started, you know, to take shopping away from the city centres. That was the original view of it, you know, that everything would be, and it was to take it away from the towns and to reuse under one roof and to reuse land that wasn't being used. So that was why they decided to build it here particularly.
With regards to how much it cost to build, I haven't got that figure, but the building itself at the moment is round about the value of £1 billion worth of retail space.
So for £100,000 to buy it to £1 billion, it's quite a lot of. It's done quite well.
Do you have a plan to development this mall, for some example, to put a hotel?
I believe the future for the shopping centre is to look to try and if you have a look at the aerial photograph over there, you've got the river right next to us. The vision for the future is to build housing, to build a marina, to build the escape, skiing and climbing wall venue. They want to fetch in car retailers, and expand the whole area with regards to trying to gain town centre status.
Thank you.
What would that mean if it got town centre status?
It gives us the opportunity to expand the business even more, and it gives you a better revenue footing for rental space. You would command a higher value for rental space. So it has a lot of benefits. It would expand the amount of people around the area for the shopping benefits and that kind of thing.
So who owns the Metrocentre?
The Metrocentre was originally owned by the Church Commissioners and John Hall. It was then sold on to Capital Shopping Centres. Capital Shopping Centres retained 90% of the business and 10% stayed with the Church Commissioners of England. So they still have got a percentage within the business. And various companies from around the world have invested in Capital Shopping Centres. So there's a few different aspects to who owns the company.
How can get it here? I mean, train or bus?
Our transport links, we have a railway station that's dedicated to the site. We have a transport interchange, and I'm not sure how many buses are now. I think it's 900.
It's a lot.
Anyway, it's a lot. It's just under 1,000 buses.
What about the all come up ones?
So it's a lot.
What about the all come up ones?
Yeah, they do. Yeah. There are plans for the not too distant future for the metro.
Yes, trying to get metro.
To also have a link to the Metrocentre as well, because at the moment it goes as far as Gateshead and doesn't come any further. But the Metrocentre is in talks with the metro system for them to have a link over to here as well, which would bring in a lot easier for a lot of people.
The benefits of that give us a link through to Sunderland and Durham, so it expands the catchment for the shopping centre.
That's where we're from. I'm coming with a train and it's easy to drive.
But if you come by car, it's free parking, so which you don't get very many places these days.
Actually, I have an important question. Can students find a job here?
We have job advertising boards within the shopping centre, electronic, just outside the management suite. All of our retailers advertise any posts within that. So anybody that's coming into the shopping centre, part of their shopping experience can also be to look at what vacancies the various retailers have for various posts. And that can range from shop assistants to restaurateurs to, you know, there's quite a wide range of jobs available on that from time to time. We tend to have an increase of jobs on the run up to Christmas within the larger retail units. They tend to want more staff because of the increased volume of purchasing that goes on in the shops, so that there is a market there where people can enter and apply for jobs. Yeah.
Thank you.
I think the job boards are just outside, is that?
Yes, it's the TV screen's just outside the main entrance. It's like a touch screen, and you can look for whatever vacancies the centre has there.
They're also on the website as well, and all the interactive iPods around the centre where the maps are. You can also access what jobs are available as well.
Okay. You're making your profit. Do you support for social entrepreneur? You have more benefits from this business. Do you support any social entrepreneur in UK or outside UK?
Social travel or
social entrepreneur.
Oh, social trouble. So.
Not trouble, social entrepreneur. Entrepreneur. Yeah. That's making business for social aid.
For community, then.
For
Do you do
community.
anything for community?
Oh, community work, yes. We do have community links with various charities. We support the children's charity for, I'm trying to think of the name of it.
Percy Headley.
Percy Headley, yeah. John?
We have very strong links with the Percy Headley School, which is a school for disabled children, suffering from all kinds of different disabilities. We actually have one of the students from Percy Headley who's recently just taken on a job with Metrocentre as well. She works in our shop mobility unit with her support worker, so we have quite strong links with them. We also support the Tim Lamb Children's Centre, which is another centre for children who suffer from various disabilities, and we do a lot of fundraising work for them as well.
Also in schools, we've just recently recruited 2 new members from school who didn't the work experience here. They've now become fully recruited in the Metrocentre and they're working on the customer service desk, so apprenticeships.
Does that answer your question?
Yeah.
I think as well with regards to that, we record what we call CR, which is our community involvement for just the managers that work in the shopping centre. If we do anything towards local communities on a personal basis, we record that as well within the information that the centre has with regards to what we do.
Anybody else has got any more questions?
Yeah, yeah, okay. Okay, thank you very much.
Oh, you're welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, we're really interested. We usually come to the Metrocentre, but we see it as Reverend River Island. And now it's made it.
It's different.
Yeah, it's different.
Well, everyone has a magazine and some money off vouchers, so if they want to go shopping again, then they might be able to get some money off places if they want to.